Hold on, let me adjust this mic, because otherwise I'm going to have to lean down on this motherfucker. There we go, cool. All right, well, yeah, that was great earlier, all the applause I heard for poetry. As a poet, I normally don't hear a lot of applause. What I normally hear from people when they find out I do poetry, they're like, oh, I don't really read. That's usually what I get. I say, feel free to get loud and rowdy. I'm from, as our gracious MC mentioned, I'm from Indianapolis. I'm with Transylvanian Lip Treatment, our Indianapolis Rocky Horror Shadowcast, so feel free to get loud, rude, crude, maybe even nude. I don't know what the laws are in Bloomington. So let's kick it. All right, this first one, this is written for an old friend of mine. This is written for Sister Chloe. This is called Fading Notes of an After Party. The two of us crammed on a couch, spooning in the fading notes of an after party, because there was nowhere else for us to sleep. I was exhaling cheap wine and whiskey fumes with an old friend lying right up next to me, exhaling the same. An old friend lying right up against me. We had stood on the picket lines and the bar lines. We had seen heaven and hell. And we were passing out together, crammed on a couch because there was nowhere else for us to sleep. Passing out in the fading notes of an after party, both of us right at home, dancing on the midnight stage. I felt like a human being and forgot about the front lines and the deadlines barking at me. I forgot about editors and activists sending me panicked emails. I forgot about the exile of the last 4 years. I forgot everything and breathed as a human being of flesh and blood, passing out with an old friend lying up against me. I did. I'm sorry, can I just get like some regular light up here so I can see this stuff? Sorry. Ooh. There we go. So you know what? I'll keep the mic here so I can see. All right, let's get a little heavy. Oh, I like this one. This one's called The Machines of God. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Have you ever had unkind thoughts about? I saw the beautiful photos tacked on the walls, poetry taken out of time and place, bleeding thickly, syrup staining the rough wood. Call for delivery in my own barren room, no time between envelopes. Pacing the scorched stone walls, it's like this. Every decision we make as a team is carefully considered and well thought out, and we expect you guys to back us up. Love is a luxury I can't afford to spend on. My account was emptied so I could feel useful. The fiery-eyed cat sent all the way from Chicago sat in lonely darkness waiting for her time to prowl. Have you ever had unkind thoughts? Do you still have the files for one of us? Are you one of us? A minister I knew from Amnesia Lane told me he could never forgive the sins of the plaster gods. I was shown 2 high-contrast black and white photographs, long-timers laying in the dirt road. It was truly a professional shot. Have you ever had thoughts? Woo! Yeah. All right. Sorry, I got a bunch of shit. What the hell, y'all feel like hearing some heavy shit? Let me do heavy? Y'all feel like some fucking revolution? All right. Sorry, they didn't give me a whole lot, but I figured I'd do at least one kind of sort of long one. I haven't done this one in a long time. This is actually part of a longer piece I wrote after what happened down in Orlando. This is called A Queer American Prayer. Lord, we are afraid. We remember the shots heard round the night. 49 brothers and sisters cut down on a hot summer night. Cut down in a time of joy and celebration. Cut down in our sanctuary. Cut down in the one place where they didn't have to be afraid. Lord, we are afraid. Our parties in bright glitter turned to weeping and funeral shawls as we were thrust into the stark reality that there are still those in this nation who would murder us for loving. Those in this nation who would kill us out of spite, kill us out of politics, kill us out of holiness, kill us for loving. And Lord, we are afraid. We have lived our lives hearing it was holy to beat us, hearing it was holy to kick us, hearing it was holy to keep us locked in a cage, hearing it was holy to keep us from the table of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, hearing it was holy to drive us into an early grave, hearing it was holy to do the deed themselves. We have lived our lives hearing that to hate us is holy, hearing that this hate was holy and out of love. But Lord, I have seen roses bloom out of this river of blood. I have seen brothers and sisters hug and embrace each other. I have seen them put aside the petty bullshit and rivalries that often mar our people and stand hand in hand. I have seen weeping eyes dried under the quiet flames of candles. Lord, I have seen roses bloom out of this river of blood. I have seen brothers and sisters put their marching boots on and hoist the colors high. I have heard the voices rumbling across the nation, the roars that say, "This will never happen again." I have seen beautiful solidarity blooming out of this, Lord. Brothers and sisters who have grown tired and weary of living lives under the heel of society rise up and say, "Enough!" Brothers and sisters who swear they will lay down their lives to save another, Lord. I have seen beautiful solidarity. Lord, I have seen roses bloom out of this river of blood. I have seen closet doors burn down in the flame of a warrior heart. I have seen courage, Lord. The courage to be ourselves, even in the specter of gore. I have seen eyes glisten with tears reflecting on spirits that no bullet could ever stop. I have seen the truth that true love cast out all fear, Lord. Lord, will things really change? We are already being forgotten and cast aside. Even in death, we are being pushed aside to put the spotlight on terrorists and AR-15s. We are forgotten even in death, Lord, so that politicians can push their egos and soak up their spotlights. Will things really change, Lord? Will we be pushed aside again, cast aside again, forgotten again? Are we a side note to policies and gun control? Are we a side note for poll numbers and legislation roll calls? Who are we in death, Lord? Lord, will things really change? Will the preachers who offered us their thoughts and prayers go right back to calling us vile and evil come Sunday morning? Will the politicians who offered their thoughts and prayers go right back to voting to keep us second-class citizens and supporting planks that blame us for the destruction of the American family? Will this river of blood change one preacher's heart or one politician's vote? Lord, will things really change? Will we quit being targets for bullets and ballots? Will we bury our long bloody past, Lord, and be able to walk without fear? Will things really change, Lord? It has been a long, bloody road, and even though we walk freer than our forebears did, it still seems like a long march ahead. And we cannot keep burying our dead. We cannot keep burying our fear. We cannot keep burying the hate in this world. Will things really change, Lord? Lord, we have buried our dead. We have wiped our eyes, and whether or not things change today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, or the next decade, we are willing to march. Our hearts are pure with the love of warriors. We lay it all with each other, in the spirit of each other, in the heart of each other. Will the nation hear us, Lord? Whoa. How about that? Can I do one more? Can I do one more? You want me to do one more? Woo! All right, let me grab one more. I'll do something a little lighter. Shit, all right.